I'm going to start by sharing or framing some. The smoke machine just went on. I'm standing over here now. Just some ways I think about knowledge and learning and assessment. So there's knowing that. I know that I'm in Austin. There's knowing how. I know if I click a button, something is going to happen. There's learning that. Maybe I learned that I'm in Austin because I saw a sign, or learned how to read a map, or some other information was fed my way. There's learning how. I don't know, maybe I've clicked things like this before and stuff has happened. And maybe that's how that procedure has gotten ingrained in my mind. So then, when I hear conversations around assessment and thinking of knowledge and learning in this way, I'm always wondering, are we assessing that something was learned, or assessing how it was learned? And it's the latter part that I've been most interested in for the last several years now. So when the iPad first came out, I decided to start a blog. The blog would be about iPad apps that weren't necessarily designed for education, but I thought maybe could be appropriated for the classroom. Nobody reads the blog still to this day. So I haven't been doing a good job keeping it up, but it's got very, very low, zero readership. But one day I wrote a blog post. This is almost 4 years ago, or more maybe, 5 years ago, about this animation app that I'd come across in the App Store called Photo Puppet. And I decided to write a quick blurb about it. I was like, oh, this looks interesting. But true to form, you see, nobody commented. Nobody liked it. Hey, one person tweeted it. It was me. But here is the sequence of magical things that happened. So this is why starting a blog is good. So that tweet, it found its way to the creators of this app in Poland. And then we started talking. And then all of a sudden, there was this incredible opportunity to explore more deeply or dive into some of those questions I was having about assessment. And so we built something. Now, with mobile devices like iPads in schools, there's opportunities. There's opportunities to consume and curate content, to build skills, to play games, maybe to generate metrics, information on progress. But I'm most interested in what students can produce and create, and especially this idea of creating representations of understanding and documenting the learning process. So I started to fold this into something I call qualitative formative assessment. Maybe somebody else has used it. I don't own a patent or anything on that. But I believe that there's 4 things that are possible on mobile devices that kind of facilitate or enable this. So there's making pictures. There's taking screenshots. There's filming videos. And there's screencasting. You can do this on any device, anything that's not tethered by a wire, or that has a screen, I guess. So I've realized, so I've got this idea, but I realized to make it in this ed tech world, to get your word out there, you need 2 things. You need an acronym. You need an infographic. So I was like, all right, what am I going to do? So I was like, I'm going to try to piece these things together. So I've come up with an infographic to kind of aggregate or synthesize my thinking. QFAT. Yeah, so it's doesn't roll off the tongue exactly, or doesn't inspire, majestic thoughts. But, my life dream is that, I'll see, hashtag QFAT. Check out this cool thing I made, hashtag QFAT. And, I'll search Twitter, and I'm going to be very, very proud. But this isn't a framework or anything, but instead it's just a way to try to make sense of what's possible and what people are already doing. It's amazing to see that people are thinking and letting students create knowledge, create representations of how they're thinking, and document it. So with that, I'll say thank you. Hashtag QFAT. See you later.